know you couldn't be happy with the standard you guys have had against the run, sort of what the Jets were able to do. I mean, they had a good game plan. Obviously, they're attacking the perimeter
Right.
and whatnot. How do you clean that up and counter that before you guys get to the postseason?
Uh, I mean, just looking at the film or whatever, they they played a great game. Give credit to them, but at the same time, you know, we definitely didn't show up like we normally do defensive wise. So um, we will be better. I'll be better. And uh, going forward, we just got to focus in and just uh, just keep improving every day. So
Coach Arian said he thought maybe you guys were trying to do too much, and that's why guys got out of their gaps. Is that
I,
something you
I'm
think?
I mean that could be part of it, but at the same time, it's this whole defensive philosophy is it's all about gap integrity, and we obviously didn't have much of that throughout the game, throughout those 4 quarters, and we just got to get back to the basics, get back to what we do, that's playing physical, hard nosed, smart football. So
Do you overlap with Cyril at LSU?
he was a freshman my last year.
Okay. Like I know he didn't play football, but did
Right.
y'all like run the same circles? Did you know him?
I saw some of the track guys every once in a while, but by that time I was kind of off campus, kind of doing my own thing. But I do remember him a little bit, legit, running around there, fresh face, trying to figure out his way in Baton Rouge. So, yeah,
Could you ever imagine that you guys would be teammates in the NFL?
absolutely not. But but just to see how he's improved these past couple of years and how he's come along, it's a shame he didn't play football at school.
Kevin, that last Jets drive, I know you guys want to stop a lot sooner on that drive, but that 4th and 2, that play to 7, what happened there and how much did it mean to get the stop when you needed it?
I mean, it meant a lot, for us to stand up right there. Obviously we wish they didn't drive down the field, but at the same time, you get them how they come. Like I said, they played a great game. They had a great game plan against us. But we stepped up right there and gave Tom 2 minutes. So
We know how big LSU football is.
Yes.
Has to tell us that. LSU track's a pretty big deal too, right?
absolutely, if I'm not mistaken, they might have the most championships out of any sport in the school, especially women's. But yeah, he was pretty good back then, man. Like I said, I wish he would have played with us though. So
One thing I kind of noticed is like the Jets game, you guys were favored to win by 10. Washington was kind of the same way.
Right.
Had a big, I think it was the same thing when the Saints came here.
Right.
Without the starting quarterback. So do you think in any way like there's a problem with playing down to some opponents?
Not necessarily. A lot of people play up to us. The Jets kind of, he played one of their best games of the year against us, and but we knew that going to this season that we're gonna have a target on our back each and every Sunday. So we just got to carry that, and like I said, just keep improving every week, and whatever happens, happens. So.
And it was already asked the 4th and 2. How important is it, for teams where you don't play your best game, but in those critical moments you do find ways to stand up? Because rarely is a perfect game ever even really played.
Right.
It's not really even about that. It's about the final score.
Yeah, like I said, we didn't necessarily play our best, but we stood up when we needed to, and it's a testament to these guys in here. The backbone these guys got. The pride these guys got. Regardless of if we are getting hit with haymakers, we're still in the fight. So, I was proud of how we finished, but we definitely have some improvement to do. So.
Kevin, you're somebody who knows firsthand the first up mentality of this team. How does that permeate through the locker room, and what goes into that mentality?
Just prepare like you're a starter. Plain and simple. Anything can happen in this game. We lost Chris on the ACL. And he was having a great game. It just happened like that. All of a sudden, he's gone. You could say the same thing about other guys, but it's you can't prepare. You can't just go through the motions throughout practice or whatever. you need to know your job. You need to know how to do your job, and you need to do it effectively. Regardless if you're a 1, 2, or 3. That's what being a Buck is about. That's the culture coach is trying to instill in this organization. So regardless of who you are, you need to be ready to play when your number's called. So.
What does it say about the culture of this team that there was a pretty major sideline incident during the game, and you guys were able to still kind of regroup and refocus, and guys like Cyril, Grayson, and Tyler Johnson
Right.
had to step up really big on that game-winning drive to make it happen.
Right, because regardless of what's going on, this league is about wins and losses. Not what's going on. On the sideline. It's about what happens. In between those numbers, in between the hashes. So it's like, get the job done. Plain and simple. So.
Kevin, externally, with all the injuries, right, on offense, you certainly had them on defense. Outside of this building, people probably look at the Bucs and are discounting, it's hard to repeat anyway, right?
Right.
You've got all these injuries. Is there still within this room like a champion's heart, right? That you guys did this together once. It's a different year. Every year is different. But is there some pedigree there because, you have been to the top of the mountain?
Absolutely. Like you alluded to, it's hard. We're not gonna act like it isn't, but at the same time, we've been there before now. So, they counted us out last year. It's almost like that's what they're supposed to do. Count us out and makes us no mind. We're gonna go to work every day, and we're gonna keep improving, and we're just gonna keep stacking these wins. We'll see who comes out on top.
All right.
All right, no problem.